Missile in a month. From Seoul, our correspondent Karen Allen sent us our first report.
US B-1B bombers dominated the sky as tensions mount over the Korean peninsula. Escorted by fighter jets as part of a drill, it was a direct response to what's been seen as an increasingly belligerent North Korea. And the US president is blaming China, Pyongyang's biggest trading partner, for letting it get this far. Taking to Twitter, President Trump said, "I'm very disappointed in China. Our food in trade. They do nothing for us with North Korea, just talk. We will no longer allow this to continue. China could easily solve this problem." But China also condemned Friday's second intercontinental ballistic missile test. This powerful rocket flew faster and further than the one before. And experts believe North Korea's nuclear and missile capability is growing stronger by the day. And so too, it seems, is Kim Jong-un's hunger to be heard, North Korea's young leader.
The North Korean side is definitely sending the message to the United States. The missile test is aiming at the United States, and they are saying that, so we are going to talk to you, not the South Korea.
Military exercises, a sign that force is not being ruled out. The pressure is mounting for a diplomatic solution. A preemptive strike could destabilize the entire region. But how long is Washington prepared to wait?
Here in Seoul, South Korea depends heavily on the Americans for security. But the very presence of tens of thousands feeds into Pyongyang's propaganda that it's under threat, justifying its nuclear ambitions.
With the military on high alert, the Korean peninsula feels more dangerous than just a week ago. Avoiding an ultimate confrontation is now key. Karen Allen, BBC News, Seoul.
Well, a little earlier, Karen outlined what China could do to halt the North Korean weapons program.
It does have influence, it has trading influence, and that's what Donald Trump was alluding to. But its influence may be limited. There's already been sanctions against China, its imports of coal program, well, those stopped after a UN Security Council resolution. There are other areas that it's able to cut down on tribe, and we could expect to see a more push for a UN sanction, a new UN resolution later this week. But it's not just about China. There's also Russia. It still has to recognize that this was indeed an intercontinental ballistic missile. That will be a trigger point for Russia to be pushed on sanctions. So it's not quite as simple as President Trump has indicated. Oh, there's been decades of mistrust in this part of the world.
Karen Allen there.
So it's not quite as simple as President Trump has indicated. After all, there's been decades of mistrust in this part of the world.
Karen Allen there.